you could probably imagine how confidence intervals will be used
Yeah.
to do it, like you'll say,
Hmm.
oh, well, if this really was, I'm assuming this is the mean, then the confidence interval for the population mean would be like this.
Yeah.
And yet I'm way out here in the tail. That doesn't seem very likely. So then you'll just make a decision based on that.
And try and keep the A small and everything.
What's that?
And try and keep the A small and everything, the alpha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And is it, hopefully it kind of made sense why that's the error that's considered quite bad.
Yeah, no, I can see how that correlates.
Yeah, there, you can't control both,
Hmm.
but you can control one or the other. And so the way you set up the hypothesis test, you're trying to control the alpha error, namely,
So now, because of that, how the curve works and how like there's the mean and an alpha. So what does beta represent on that curve?
it depends. It depends on the situation.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that gets a little deep. I mean, I've taught an advanced probability and statistics class before where we've looked into that for it has to be a very specific kind of situation, but it's not it's harder to get a handle on than alpha. That's the other thing. Like alpha is clearly the worst of the two errors,
Hmm.
and so you want alpha to be small and control that. um, but it's also much clearer what it is. It's always like in one tail or split between two tails,
Hmm.
and that's it. Whereas beta is something else.
Yeah.
So, uh, and we won't even be dealing with it. We're just willing to make that error because most of the time making the beta error is it basically just amounts to doing nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the evidence doesn't seem compelling enough to revamp production. So we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Basically maintaining the status quo when you shouldn't have is the beta error, which doesn't seem like that horrible, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like the water example I gave where it's like you decide not to drink the water because it seems like it might be toxic when in fact it was safe. Well, it doesn't
Hmm.
seem like that horrible of an error. You just didn't drink the water.
That's better than drinking it when it could be bad.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. Or convicting an innocent person feels worse than acquitting a guilty person somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you set this up. But yeah, we'll do specific examples on Friday, and then that'll be it.
We're not having class on Monday at all.
I may have a little bit more to say that I might like post, and of course I'll come in here as always, just in case someone wants to pop in and ask questions.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, you could check if it processed yet. Can you get in Canvas right now?
Yeah. Let me look at it.
I posted the final.
Yeah, I have access to it.
And and I just decided that it's going to just be the probability and statistics stuff. That's the stuff I'm going to concentrate on asking you about.
Yeah, that seems like the biggest part of this course is probably statistics, and
Yeah, there was
definitely
a
the focus.
problem I asked about. The first one's on counting, but I mean, you can't do probability if you don't know how to count, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The only other thing that seemed real important for computer science was just the basic logic and how to minimize it. Like not even the proofs as much as just knowing how the logic works and how to minimize that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This class is a lot of material. I think it's a minor miracle after all this happened. I mean, I'm going to end up covering everything I wanted to cover, which is great.
That's awesome.
So hypothesis testing was exactly where I wanted to get to by the end. We ended up getting there. So that's good. Um, so it's a big course. I mean, you have
Yeah.
you have all the logic and proof stuff at the beginning, number theory, cryptography,
Hmm.
and prob and stats after that. So yeah. But the final, I'm just dealing with like the second half of material, probably
Okay.
stats mainly.
Cool.
Anything else?
Um, I don't think so right now. I'll let you know if I have any questions on the final by Friday or Monday.
Okay, it's due in a week. So
Yeah, it's due Wednesday, right?
yeah, yep, Yep.
And what did you make that midnight? Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Well, cool. Good to see you. All
Good to see you too.
right. See ya.